What's good, YouTube? In this video, I'm gonna be showing you how the Cohen phishing scam works. A phishing scam, if you don't know, usually starts with an email, a text, or some form of message through some platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. And usually, whatever message you get, if it's not straight up asking for personal information, we have a link to a website that looks almost identical, if not identical, to whatever website they phishing for. And when somebody goes to that link, any information they enter then gets stored and later used by the scammers to profit. So this right here is the Cohen interview where he talks about how he got scammed. I'm gonna watch it with y'all, and as I watch it, I'm gonna add commentary and give examples of what he's talking about, just so y'all can visualize how the scam works.
To happen to anyone, which is why I want to talk to you.
You started off, you just lost your bank card.
I lost my bank card.
Yeah.
Fine. Reported it lost. The next day, I get an email that looked like it was from my bank's fraud alert.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Because I had lost my card, I was like, oh, this must be real. I didn't click on the email address. You need to click on the email address, even though it may say the name of your bank.
That makes no sense. There's no, I don't see how you could physically lose your card and then the scammers will have access to your email. That makes no sense.
If you click on it, you can see that it's not at yourbank.com.
Yeah.
It's from something else.
All right, so what he means by that, right? So let's say this was a fake email from Chase. What he means by click the email, click the name is when you click right here, it'll say Chase at fraudalert.chase.com. Normally when you get emails from spammers and you click right here, it'll say something completely different. It won't even include .chase.com. It can't include .chase.com because Chase didn't send that email. So when he says click the name and check what it says right there, that's what he's talking about.
I didn't check. I clicked the link, which took me to my bank page. They asked me to sign in. I signed in. What I did there was give these scammers access to my account.
All right, so let me show y'all what he's talking about right there. So you got the email, and usually in these fake emails from the scammers, right, regardless of what you click in the email, you could click sign in, you could click yes, I recognize, no, something's wrong. Regardless of what you click, it'll open up the scammer's fake phishing website. Right, so you come to the fake phishing website, you put in a login. So let's say I put in test Andy login, right? That's the user ID, and for the password I put in test password. Now when I click sign on, it just gave the scammers the login.
That asked me for my Apple ID. No one will ever ask you for your Apple ID. I said, this is a scam. I got off. I didn't.
All right, so after you put the login in, it redirected to a page. Now on this phishing website, right, is designed to get more information, which is what I want to talk about, because the scammers, they could go further than just asking for your login. For him, they ask for his Apple ID, but on this phishing script right here, it's asking for your card information, right? So let's say the scammers was just randomly spamming people, right? You bank at Chase, you got this text message, you got this email, so you put your login in, then on the next page, they ask for your card information. Now they have your card information, right? So let's put in some random card information. I'm gonna just put test, random card number, random expiration, random security code, random zip code. And this is how you test these websites sometimes. You just put in random stuff, and if it works, you know it's a fake website. But I just put in that information, and again, it's asking for more information. So now, I just put in the card information. It's asking for mother's maiden name, and it's asking for social security number, right? And it's also asking for front and back pictures of your ID. So these scams could get real elaborate. So it's not just sign in and give me an Apple ID like he's saying. It could get way more elaborate than that. You know, they could ask for way more information, and the more information you give them, the more scams they could pull off, the more they could do. So after he put in his information, like you said, it gave the scammers information. So if I go right here, you can actually see that it gave me a file to download. And when I open up the file, that's it right there. Test Andy login, test password, like I said. This right here is the test card information.
Didn't think anything of it.
Okay.
I had already given them access. The next day, I get a text. Someone's trying, it looks like it's from my bank. Someone's trying to use your credit card.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna explain the card information thing, right? So you say you lost this card and you got an email. Now usually the way scammers get your card information is through like viruses on your computer, viruses in your browser. they'll get your card information through purchases that you make online, and then they'll sell it on a website like this right here. So when the scammer purchases your website, they'll come with your card information, come with your billing information, and they'll come with your contact information, your phone number, and your email. So they'll make purchases with your card, and after the card fraud prevention kicks in, stop allowing purchases, they'll send a fake fraud prevention email. You will click it, you will sign in, now they have your information. And then in his case, afterwards, they called them.
At X place, is this you? No. I type.
Click, yeah.
The phone rings. Again, the caller ID says it's from my bank.
All right, so with that right there, the scammers, they can actually use an app, right? There's a bunch of apps on the Android store, the Apple store. You just download it, and it'll allow you to change who shows as your caller ID. So you could just put Chase phone number as the phone number you're calling from, and then you just put the phone number that you want to call, and that phone number that calls actually shows Chase as the caller ID in the app. It don't even cost much. So that's how the scammers do that right there.
Pick it up. They say, this is X fraud alert. I said, yes, that's not me making that charge. Now, because I had given these hackers access to my account, they said to me, we want to go through some of your past charges and see if these are yours. Did you charge this? Yes, that was me. Did you charge this? Yes, that was me. Oh, so now I'm in. And they're like, we're going to send you some codes. Tell us what we send you. What they were doing then, they sent me 3 codes. They were initiating wire transfers.
Oh my God.
Out of my bank account.
Oh my God.
I think I'm on with my bank.
So what they did, like I said, was they got his email from right here. They made the purchase, they sent him an email, he clicked in, he logged in, now they have his login. They have his phone number right here. So what they did afterward was they called, pretending to be the bank, and the first thing they probably had to do was get his 2-factor authentication code, right? Because if anybody takes a login, right, if I try to log in on another phone with my Chase Bank, it's going to ask for a 2-factor authentication code. So they had to get that first. So they probably hit him with a script, probably saying something like, we calling from Chase Fraud Prevention. Before I go ahead and give any information, we're going to send you a 2-factor authentication code. Nah, they won't even say 2-factor authentication code. They'd be like, we send you a code for verification. Can you go ahead and verify the code? So they hit login. It sends them the code. He gives them the code. Now they're in his account. They be like, give us a moment, sir, while our system loads. They pull up a statement. They ask him, did you make this purchase? Did you make this purchase? And they saying real purchases that's on his bank statement to make it seem like a legitimate call, so now he believing them, like he said. Then afterward, they probably asked if he made the fraudulent charge that they made. Obviously, he's gonna say no, and they're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna send you a new card, whatever. Oh, sir, we're sending you a new card. Before we send you the new card, can you go ahead and provide the verification code that we just sent you? It's not a verification code for sending the card, it's a verification code for sending the wire transfer. He just gave it to him. They just sent the wire. It's that simple. You know what I mean? And there's also a bunch of ways they can make money once they have your login, because they could just log in, start sending money without, or they could log in and go get your bank statements. Now they have all your information through your name and your address. They can get your social real quick, real easy. Start applying for loans. There's so much they could do. Another thing they could do to make money is with your bank statements, right? From your bank statement, they could get your account and routing number. And if you send checks, your bank statement will usually have like a image of the check that you sent, so they could see how you write your signature. They could trace it. They could take your account and routing number, just print it on another check, and they just start making fraudulent checks with your information that easy. So it's a bunch of ways they can make money with your account. It's not just signing in and trying to do a wire. Also, the same scam work for other type of websites. It's not just banks. It could work for Amazon. You give them your Amazon login. They could make purchases, buy gift cards, right? They could try to steal your credit card information, like the same way I showed you guys on a banking script. They could do it for Uber, right? Now I remember hearing about this scam where they was hacking in the Uber driver accounts the same way, right? Just requesting the Ubers, sending a link to a website. They get the email and password, then they sign in, right? After they sign in, they just go to a section in the Uber driver app, put in their card information, and boom, they just cashed out everything the drivers made instantly. So You know, this scam right here works for all type of websites. Any website really could even really work for. It could even work for private businesses. You know what I mean? Like I've heard of this scam where it was this booking website, right? They made the phishing page. They got the business logins, and once they got the business logins, then they went and they started spamming the customers, right? Collecting credit card information. Alright, so this right here is how they say you should protect yourself. So I'm gonna show you what they talking about. So when they say double check the web address, they talking about right here, right? Right here, it should definitely say chase.com. It shouldn't just have Chase in the name. It should say chase.com. What the scammers will do is they have some random name up here. It'll be some random letters and random numbers up here. .com/Chase, you know? You think because it says Chase is Chase, but it's not Chase. It should definitely say chase.com. Another way you could protect yourself though is through the page itself, right? So if you check the page, usually none of the links on the page work, right? So if I click any of these links, none of them works. The scammers don't want you to leave the page. They want you to log in, and none of these links works. So that's another way you can tell it's fake. Another way you can tell it's fake is with the login. So if you put in some random login, right? Something random login, random password, and it works. That's a good way to know that's fake also, because there's no way that would be somebody username and password you just guessed, just like that, right? There's another way you can tell it's fake. The next one they say is never respond to phone, text, or email requests. That don't really make sense because banks will call you. Banks definitely call people, so.
When you get a text, when you get a call, don't get sucked into the urgent moment of it. Like, you need to do this right now, right? Text.
Yeah, that's facts right there. They'll try to rush you, you know, get you to do everything real quick, fast. You know, they don't want you talking to nobody about it. They don't want you asking questions. They just want you to do it quick and fast so they can get in your login, get in your account, and, you know, do what they trying to do real quick. So that's facts right there. Don't respond to them emails. Just call the number on the back of your card. Go directly to your bank, right? Again, check the website. If you sign it into a website, just put in anything in the email, anything in the login fields. If it works, it's a phishing scam. That's probably like the #1 way to check. If you click other links around the page, contact us, whatever, none of them works, it's probably a phishing scam. Sometimes the links can work though. Sometimes a link will take you off the page, but generally on a lot of phishing scams that I receive, like the links don't work. Also, the design of the website a lot of times don't look that good. You know, these websites right here look almost identical to Chase. You know, if you go to chase.com and compare them, they pretty much look the same, but a lot of time the designs is off too, so that's how you can tell. Anyway, man, if y'all like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. If you want more videos like this, just ask me. Y'all can do more videos like this. Again, man, the purpose of this video is just to show people how they could protect themselves and not fall victim of scams like these.